Welcome back, everybody, to the 5th episode of Luigi's Mansion. So, let's get started.
Mario!
I'm gonna go check out that room that we got the key for from good old Gran. There's nothing in there. Surprising.
Mario!
This is the very last room over here. We can see this is still lit up, even though there are ghosts here still. Go in here. We want to check this bed. Oh, no. I'm going to check this bed. Because there is a speed ghost up here. That one's really hard to get just because of his location. That's usually the one that I miss. But we got it that time, so that's good. So, this part actually confused me as a kid. I was never really sure what exactly I needed to do. Actually, I wonder if you scan things, if you get some tips. That looks like it might be from the tutorial. Oh, well, there you go, look. So if you're ever not don't know how to do something in this game, scanning things usually helps. So what you're actually supposed to do is you're supposed to twirl this, what do you call it? There's a word for it. The things that babies usually have above their cradles. Even though these kids are, like, 6. I don't know why they still have that. Also in a location where no one would ever be able to spin it. But, yeah. Hey, mister, what are you doing all over there all by yourself? Hey, why don't you play hide and seek with us? Sure. Please don't kill me. Yay! Okay, we're gonna hide now. Wait outside. So we actually need to leave the room. Okay, you can come in now. And now all of a sudden there's these presents. So, you could play this game by the rules. Or you could be a dirty little cheater. And only the presents that shake when you vacuum them have the kids in them. Not bad, mister.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that's not right. Play fair, cheater. I've never caught these guys without doing that, so I'm really not sure if they say anything different if you actually catch them normally. Probably not, but cool now. So, something you'll notice while catching these guys is that you're not getting any pearls from this first one that you're catching. Well, that's because it actually only matters when you're catching the second ghost. Second kid ghost. So you can see this one's actually dropping the gems. So or the pearls. So even if you do really bad on the first one, it won't count towards your portrait rank. So that's good to know. We get another pink chest for a Mario item. Got Mario's shoe, and it apparently smells like his feet, as shoes tend to do. Boris. That's, I like that one. Alright, well, this is a good way to show that they can go through walls, and they will always show up on the opposite side of that wall. Well, I shouldn't say always, because sometimes they like to be weird, and they go into, like, corners, so it's hard to figure out where exactly they went. More wondrous information from our senile old friend Egad. And it's exactly the same as before. Like I said, senile. So you actually saw that the radar was blinking. It was fake. So if you ever find a boo, if it's still blinking, more often than not, at least if it's the first time you've ever been to that room, it's nothing. Just one of the boo tricks. So nothing to worry about. So with that, we've cleared out almost every room on the first floor. All we have left that's dark is Madame Clairvoyant's room. Take that as you will. God damn it. Luigi's just so angry. What is this? If it isn't Mario's shoe, why the sole is so worn as if he's walked 1,000 miles. Apparently, Mario has had the same shoes ever since he was a child. Don't know how they're still in any kind of condition. Ah, I can hear it. Your brother, Mario. He cries out for you. What? The power of the boos? You wish to tell us something of their mysterious boo power? Boo power. The boos do indeed have strange powers. When they gather in numbers, their power grows stronger. But they do fear your mighty Poltergust 3000. Ugh, I fear that I only have enough power within me to read one more of your brother's dropped items. My strength ebbs away. So, we only have one last item to acquire of Mario's. That being the star. So, let's get to it. Let's go see if we can go find it. And by that I mean go into the literal only room that's left that we have not gone into that's up here. I wonder if we'll find it. So, actually, before I go in there, I want to mention that this is another one of those cases where walking by this part of the hallway has a chance to spawn a golden mouse. It is a chance, it does not always spawn. Oh, we actually need fire for this room, so let's go find a candle. And even though Egad said that most candles will do this, not every candle will allow you to get a fire elemental ghost. As you can see, these candles actually just got blown out when I tried to suck on them. I'm gonna light all these candles, as per a la, you know, Legend of Zelda. Nice purple flames. Wish they had green flames in this game. So, a nice trick you can do with Shy Guys is if you don't feel like vacuuming their mask and stuff, well, you can just use your element and burn them away, or ice them away, or water them away. And you don't need to take their mask off just to catch them. Is it faster? Probably not. But, you know, in cases like this, might be easier. Also, if you ever wanted to hear the terrified screeches of a ghost that's dying from fire, you know, you can do that if you're, you know, psychopath. God, it just tried to stab me with that pitchfork. It's messed up for me to laugh at that, but I don't know, it's funny. Boonswoggle. Yeah, the boo puns, they're not getting better. Oh, the boo-riss pun was actually pretty good. I like that one. So as you can see, this is a case where it didn't actually show up exactly where it came out of the wall from, but it is still in this hallway. Also, that boo just flew upwards, so it might not be in this room. Oh no, it is. Thank God. They can fly to different levels of the mansion, which suck. So, as you saw earlier, I was actually doing like no damage to it while I was in the dark. That's what I was saying earlier, where you pretty much are not gonna catch it, even if it's at low health, unless it's like really low when it's in the dark, because it just does no damage. Mario! Mario! Can I burn that? No. It's sad. Even a nice, nice touch. There's a telescope here. I'm gonna look into it. Ah, what a beautiful starry night. And there's the moon. Ain't that cool? The walls fade away, and we are allowed to step out into the heavens, apparently. Why? Because we want to destroy the moon, of course. I said because we want to destroy the moon, of course. I said we want to destroy the moon, of course. There we go. Let's, you know, not worry about the tidal repercussions of literally blowing up the moon in the Mario universe. If we blow up the moon, how does Super Mario Galaxy take place? Ooh. Plot holes. So we found Mario's last item, his star. My, what a glittering beauty. I like this room. It's really cool. It's a shame that you only need to come here once. I believe it doesn't stay like that. Oh, no, it does. So you can always come back to the observatory if you want to look at it again. Not too much of a point, but you could. I'm gonna come in here and grab ice. Don't worry about the reason why. I like ice, okay? I actually do like ice as an element. It's pretty cool. I think I would probably like fire more. When it comes to elements in this game, anyway. In terms of elements in total, I'd probably pick... actually, I don't know. I haven't put a lot of thought into that. Luigi just will not stop. He just will not stop. Every single time, he's just like, tell me, I need to know. Isn't Mario's star? What an otherworldly beauty. The light of the spirits comes. Show us what we seek. Ah, the spirits return to me. I see your dear Mario. The scene appears before me. What is this? Bowser? How can this be? I see the hideous form of Bowser. Is Bowser somewhere in this mansion? I cannot believe it. And yet I see it. I thought that Mario had soundly defeated Bowser. Has King Boo somehow revived Bowser? This could be horrible. Well, for you. Thanks, I guess. No, the powers, they leave me. The spirits depart. This is all I can show you, Luigi. That was the last of my power. But I've given words to what the spirits have shown, so I can return to my painting, satisfied. Send me there now, you vacuum-wielding rogue. Finally I can return in peace to my painting. Sweet happiness in oils. I thank you, kind Luigi. So, she will not... Even though she wants to return to her painting, she still messes with us and tries to escape for whatever reason. But she doesn't try very hard. She also drops 2 poisonous mushrooms, which is really messed up of her. Oh, okay. I thought that first poisonous mushroom was so unbelievably close to hitting me. So, I'm Luigi, our Boo counterpart, apparently. More special information that we already know. Again, senile. No, I'm just kidding. I love you, God. He's just not all that helpful in this game when it comes to tips. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. So, we actually got the key to the 3rd floor of the mansion, so we can finally head up there. And, that brings up an interesting, thought about this game. Considering that... Oops, sorry. Considering that Madame Clairvoyant actually does want to return to her painting, normally we would think that maybe it's like terrible in the paintings, you know. It's just like never-ending hell or whatever. But maybe in some weird way it's actually a peaceful resolution to these ghosts that can't move on. don't know. Something to think about. So, these ghosts right here, they will explode. Do not suck them up because they will pretty much blow up your vacuum. Oh. Excuse me. Hard to believe we're already almost nearing the end of this game. This game is quite short, but I love it nonetheless. I guess I shouldn't say we're nearing the end of the game. There's still quite a lot left. So, not sure. Oh no, there isn't. Okay.
Mario.
Oh, I want to. Luigi. No. No. Hit the. All right. There we go. Ah, so this is another one of those locations that always has a 50 heart. So what we actually want to do, we want to get a tip. Scan these. Aw, poor thing. Interesting. I've never actually saw that text. But we want to shake these. And that'll make the ghost spawn. This is a new type of ghost. They have 30 health, and they'll come over and slam the ground and create a shockwave. They're also water element, so that's why we have the ice, so we can actually deal with them. There's also a trash can ghost up here, which is sucky. Couple trash can ghosts up here. Oh no. Okay. It really sucks when there's two trash can ghosts. The floor just becomes littered with banana peels. No. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go to the door down the hall from where we are right now. For whatever reason, these boxes don't shake. They can still be checked in the same way, but they just don't, they don't shake for whatever reason. Please don't go in the hallway. Alright, well, if this happens, try to get on the opposite side of the boo. Because they will always try and run away from you. And if a boo decides that he wants to go into a room that you don't have a key for, you cannot get that boo until you finally find the key that goes to that room and can get in there. You get, please. Please. Alright, so if you're getting to this point, you should have 24 boos by this point. If you do, then feel free to move on from this point. If you don't, you should go back and search a couple rooms that you may have missed boos in. See, our boo raider is going crazy because there are, like, 15 boos over here. I believe that's actually the exact amount. 15 or 14 or something. Excuse me. Oh, the scaredy cat Luigi made it this far. Oh, we're so frightened. Guess it's our turn then. Alright, boos, let's assume our real form. But first, how about giving him a little scare? Alright, this is Boolossus. Oh Jesus, he almost destroyed me. So, I actually really love this boss. This is one of my favorite bosses in the game. Oh, need ice for this fight. This is the only time where an element actually comes into play during a boss fight. which is another reason why it's so cool to me. So, yeah, I can actually figure out, there's a bit of text somewhere, I can't actually remember exactly where, but there's a text that says that boos are actually weak to ice. And that's pretty much the whole point of this boss fight. So I'm going to suck them up, poke them into these little unicorn statues, and then shoot them with ice, freeze them, and then suck them up. But, while it seemed easy at first, the more ghosts that you suck up, the more boos you suck up, the more wary they become of getting near you, especially when you're shooting ice. So, this fight can be kind of annoying. If boos don't like to cooperate. Nonetheless, I still really love this this boss fight. It's so cool, and I love the music that plays as well. So you want to trick them. They'll actually try and hit you. As you can see, they're trying to spin into me. Another good time to try and catch them is when they're actually trying to form bosses again. I would have thought that they couldn't form bosses again when there's only 2 of them, but apparently that's not the case. Ah, yes! Alright. Man, that was a really good run of bosses. They were very generous. They aren't always like that, and they'll really avoid you. Like you're the devil. But in this case, we were very lucky. Luigi, can you hear me? Oh, what a relief. That white mist interrupted your signal. You seem to have done some serious work there. Why don't you come on back to the lab? We can have dinner while we gaze at these ghost paintings. Tonight, I'll make an old family recipe. Pickled dandelions with barnacles in a diesel marinade. I think I'll just order a pizza instead. Good job, Luigi. You made it back in one piece. Wonder which one is the boo. So these paintings probably aren't gonna look too good. I'm pretty sure I got silver on at least 3 of them. But we did get gold on Boolossus, so that's nice. Pretty much guaranteed to get gold on her. Yep, silver. Pretty much always get silver on him. Yep, pretty much always get silver on him too. And her. Three silvers. 4 in total. Oh well, they can't all be perfect, right? Oh, they just look so disgusting, not gold. It makes me sad. Oh well. So, 16 total ghosts caught. Total up all our money. And we have 49 million dollars. And 39 boos. You should always have 39 boos by the end of the Boolossus fight. Alright, so next time we will head on back to the mansion and see where that blue key will lead us. See you guys next time.